Hey guys, so welcome back to Ready T Plus, and today I'm on the range, and I wanted to show you something interesting, right? So this is a catcher, right? I have a catcher for my AR, and I wanted to test it out. I'm clear, by the way. Nothing in the chamber, no magazine, pretty much, right? Safety first, cool. So anyway, so the catcher is essentially a bag that's supposed to catch your shells. So I picked this up and I wanted to test it out just to see how practical, how effective it actually, I'm sorry, I'm too close to the camera. I wanted to see how practical and how effective it actually is. So I'm gonna test it out today and we're gonna see. Behind me, you see I have a few targets out there. So I wanna see, I'm not necessarily trying to hit the target. I'm gonna try to hit the target, but I'm not caring about the target because I'm testing out the bag, okay? So if I don't hit anything, don't laugh at me. But I'm just testing out the catcher at the moment. So come with me, let's see if it works. All right, so as per Connecticut law, which is where I'm at right now, using a range here in Connecticut somewhere. So as per Connecticut law, you can only use 10 rounds. So I have a 10 round mag. Right now I have some 223s in here, which is an AR round. And I'm gonna load it up and see if the shells get caught in the bag. Let's see what happens. Hear that? Okay, so I fired off 10 rounds just now. I actually hit my target eventually this time I'm using my ghost sights, by the way, which are pretty darn accurate. Right now it's on safe, right? And it's clear, right? So it's on safe, good. So look at the ghost sights there, right? See where it lines up, right? That's the gun. That's the ghost sights. Anyway, so it worked out. But for the moment of truth, we're gonna test our bag and see how many shells we actually caught in the catcher. So let's see. I'm gonna take out the magazine just for safety. Magazine's clear. Chamber is clear, still on safe. Good. Now, I'm gonna check the bag, slide it off, and let's see what we have here. So, I think I fired about 10. So I'm gonna see, it's either 10 or 5, I don't know, let's see. So, I have 1, oh, can you see it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one I just ejected. Did not fire this one. I'm just scoping the area to make sure. So it seems as if we caught them all. So the catcher did work, which is pretty awesome for me. So that catcher worked. Now what I'm gonna do is I have another catcher that I bought for a pistol. I'm gonna see if that one worked out. Give me a second, let me grab it. But at least you know the AR one worked, okay? All right, so I have another catcher this is for my pistol. If you watched some of my earlier range videos, you would have seen this pretty little girl right here, my Canik TP9, amazing little beauty, right? So anyway, so I bought a catcher for her as well. right? So essentially, right now this firearm is loaded. This firearm does not have a safety. So one has to be very mindful and careful when handling this particular firearm, right? Now, anyway, so it's a catcher I have on here. So I'm gonna see if this one actually works as good as the AR catcher. So let's find out. So it's locked and loaded. So we're gonna see if it catches anything. And that's a fail. So we're gonna take the magazine out. We're gonna unload, right? Back on. This is the only time this firearm is safe, is when there's no bullets in the chamber. So the first attempt was a failure. The first shot I fired off, the catcher flew off the thing because of the action that a pistol does. When you fire a pistol, the slider, which is the top portion of the firearm, slides back in order to select the next round. So when this slides back, it kicked off the catcher, thus rendering it completely useless. But I tried forcing it further down, just to see if that'll make a difference. So let's find out. Okay, so this is our attempt number 2 to see if this catcher does work. So let's see. So now, what you see there is a jam. So that does not usually happen to this firearm. So it seems as if the catcher is not allowing the slide, which is the top portion, to go backwards. Okay? So just gonna take that out, select another one, and see what happens now. So, as you can see from the video, that's it. Magazine's empty, and slide is locked back, indicating that there's no more ammo in the firearm. So it's now rendered safe. Okay. So as you can tell from the video just now, we did catch a few. Let's see how many shells we actually caught in here. I just fired off 10 rounds, and we have 1, 2, and it fell off again. Again, firearm's empty, right? Clear. So I have 2 in my hand, and let's see how many are remaining in the bag. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that came back out in the bag. So half. Fired 10 rounds, 1 jam, and other 4 just fell on the floor. So is it as effective as the AR catcher? Obviously not. Yeah, I would not buy this product. I would not recommend this product at all. Yeah. It's very cheap, which is probably why it doesn't work as well as it needs to. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, that wraps up this video, guys. This video is not about, shooting my targets, whatever it is. That's for after this YouTube video ends. I can have some fun. But I just wanted to demonstrate these catchers for when you're in an environment where you don't want to have your brass laying around on a range setting. You can use catchers, but just not this one. So I'm gonna do a correction. So after shooting about 50 rounds using the catcher, I finally got a hang of it, and I want to make a correction. It's not a bad product. It's not the best. I still would not recommend it necessarily, but it does work somewhat. But it's just that I guess I had to get the hang of it before it would be as effective as it turned out to be after shooting 50 rounds out here. So, you know, just a correction, that's all. Anyway, thank you for watching Rated T Plus once more, and until the next one, my friends, keep moving. Peace.